Hello, welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, the headlines. President Tinubu approves 10 billion naira for Ebola preparedness. Governor Ododo approves permanent structure for Radio Kogi Okeneba. Formula One approves major engine rule changes for 2027-2028. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the establishment of a presidential task force on Ebola virus disease preparedness and emerging public health threats, along with the immediate release of 10 billion naira to strengthen Nigeria's emergency response capacity. The task force, chaired by the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, was constituted following a high-level meeting to review Nigeria's readiness against the possible importation of Ebola following reported outbreaks in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda. The intervention fund will support the operations of the National Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, and other critical public health emergency activities. President Tinubu has also directed states with international airports and border corridors to submit their preparedness plans and funding requirements for coordinated implementation. Key measures approved include intensified passenger screening at international airports, enhanced monitoring of travelers arriving through high-risk routes, and the activation of referral and isolation centers at the Abuja and Lagos international airports. The task force will also implement QR code-based pre-arrival health declarations for passengers from designated high-risk countries and work with aviation, diplomatic and security authorities on additional measures to prevent the spread of the disease. The federal government says the steps are aimed at protecting Nigerians and ensuring the country remains prepared against any potential Ebola outbreak. Moving on, the Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to delivering critical road infrastructure across the country following an inspection of ongoing federal road projects in Kogi State. Umahi undertook the inspection tour alongside the Kogi State Commissioner for Works, Barrister Abdusalam Ozigedidat, to assess the progress of major road projects and review measures aimed at ensuring their timely completion. Speaking during the tour, the minister described Kogi as a strategic gateway linking northern and southern Nigeria, stressing that the development and maintenance of road infrastructure in the state remain a priority under the federal government's renewed hope agenda. He noted that the inspection enabled federal and state officials to evaluate ongoing works, interact with contractors and project engineers, and receive updates on implementation schedules, funding, and challenges affecting project delivery. Commending the Federal Ministry of Works for its sustained intervention in the state's road network, the Commissioner for Works, Barrister Ozigedidat, said the ongoing projects are enhancing connectivity, facilitating commerce, and driving socio-economic development across Kogi State. According to the Commissioner, the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo remains committed to collaborating with the federal government to ensure the successful execution of infrastructure projects that improve the welfare of citizens and stimulate economic activities. And the Kogi State government has rejected allegations by the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center concerning the alleged diversion of funds from the state security operations account, describing the claims as politically motivated and lacking in evidence. Dominion Yakubo report.
In a statement by the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, the government said it was compelled to respond in order to correct what it described as misleading narratives capable of undermining public confidence in the state security efforts. According to the statement, CISLAC failed to provide any evidence of wrongdoing, investigative reports, or findings from any competent authority to substantiate its claims. The government stressed that maintaining security requires substantial and continuous investment in intelligence gathering, logistics, communications infrastructure, operational mobility, surveillance, community engagement, and support for security agencies. Fanwo stated that Kogi has consistently invested in strengthening its security architecture, noting that such investments have enhanced intelligence gathering, improved operational response, and fostered stronger collaboration among security agencies. He further faulted attempts to portray transactions involving contractors and service providers linked to security operations as suspicious, explaining that such engagements are essential components of modern security management. The government also noted that the CISLAC publication acknowledged that the allegations remained unproven and that no anti-corruption agency had established any wrongdoing against the state government. The statement maintained that the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has continued to record progress in security, infrastructure, agriculture, healthcare, education, and investment promotion, insisting that residents are witnessing the positive impact of government interventions across the state. The government reiterated its commitment to transparency and accountability, saying it welcomed lawful scrutiny of public institutions and would cooperate with any legitimate investigation backed by credible evidence. The Kogi State government also assured residents that it will continue to support security agencies and invest in measures aimed at guaranteeing peace, stability, and sustainable development across the state. I am Dominion Yakubu.
The news roundup is coming to your Luga TV. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
In the heart of Nigeria lies a convergence of opportunities, resilience, and unmistakable greatness. Kogi State. Here, leadership is not defined by words, but by actions taken, by systems strengthened, and by lives transformed. Understanding that no development can thrive without peace, the Ododo-led administration has taken bold and decisive actions to secure lives and property. Kogi State witnessed a strategic upgrade of its security architecture with the deployment of 2 advanced HP-20 surveillance drones, providing real-time intelligence across vast and difficult terrains. Hundreds of operational security vehicles were deployed.
We have men that can confront this criminal. I'm very happy with the level of operational successes that they have recorded thus far, and we are not stopping here. We are moving on until we push them out of our land.
We intend to make sure that the forests and the communities of Kogi State once again enjoy peace.
Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo has been supportive to our operational engagement within the state. By this initiative, I am confident that His Excellency has reaffirmed his commitment to ensuring consistent support, collaboration, and cooperation with the Nigerian Army.
With this tense situation of security you see perceive, may God Almighty reward you. Sir, the military men demonstrated their professionalism. If not for their effort, nobody would be found here again.
They are doing work, fine. We appreciate them all the time. They are patrol all around.
Because of several clearance operations, I think we're having headway, and God is giving us victory over them. In the last couple of days, is victory all along for us and for our security agencies.
Governor is a proactive governor. He's a silent achiever. As far as security is concerned, he has proffered solution to security issues by ensuring that salaries are being paid on time. And so some serious-minded people have resigned from crime. The only advice I have for the governor is to continue the good work he is doing.
In a historic move, members of the Vigilante Service have been formally integrated into the civil service, professionalizing community security and strengthening trust between the government and the people. As security improved, confidence returned, farms reopened, markets stayed active, and communities live in peace.
Continue to reflect on our achievements, learn from our past, and continue to strive for a more inclusive, prosperous, and more united Kogi State.
Welcome back. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has approved the construction of a permanent structure for Radio Kogi Okeneba Station in a move aimed at strengthening the state's broadcast infrastructure and improving service delivery. The Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, disclosed this during the presentation of a check to the landowner for the acquisition of the site earmarked for the project. According to him, Radio Kogi stations in Lokoja, Ochaja and Egbe already operate from permanent facilities, making Okeneba the only station yet to enjoy such status.
It is in line with the commitment of His Excellency to make sure that we build a befitting office for our staff here, so that from here we'll be able to reach all the parts of Kogi Central. It is going to be befitting, it is going to be state of the art, just as we are going to remodel the other ones in Ocheja and Egbe.
Fanwo commended the staff of the station for their resilience and dedication despite years of operating under challenging conditions. He also announced that Governor Ododo had approved funds for the replacement of critical equipment at the station to restore transmission services disrupted by technical faults that have kept the station off air for more than 8 weeks. The Commissioner expressed appreciation to the host community for its support and cooperation, assuring residents that Radio Kogi Okeneba would continue to serve as a platform for promoting the culture, values and aspirations of the people of Kogi Central. And the wife of the Kogi State Governor, Sefinat Usman Ododo, has empowered 500 women and vulnerable persons across Okun land with cash grants of 50,000 naira each. Dominion Yakubu again, report.
The First Lady also distributed food items and wrappers to beneficiaries drawn from the 5 local government areas in Okunland during the support and empowerment program held in Kaba. Speaking at the event, the First Lady acknowledged the socio-economic challenges many women face in supporting their families and sustaining their livelihoods. She says her office remains committed to interventions that positively impact the lives of women, widows and other vulnerable groups, enabling them to improve their businesses, cater for their families and attain greater economic self-reliance. In her welcome address, the wife of the chairman of Kababunu local government area and spokesperson for the Forum of Wives of Local Government Executive Chairman in Kogi West Senatorial District, Mrs. Grace Dari, expressed appreciation to the First Lady for bringing the Women's Support and Empowerment Program to Okunland. She described the initiative as a reflection of the First Lady's vision for inclusive development and her commitment to uplifting the disadvantaged members of society. Beneficiaries expressed gratitude to the First Lady for the intervention, describing it as timely and impactful. I'm Dominion Yakubu.
And on sports, Formula One has approved significant changes to its engine regulations for the 2027-2028 seasons, increasing the contribution of internal combustion engines while reducing reliance on electrical power. Under the revised framework, the current near-equal 50-50 power split will shift to 58% internal combustion and 42% electrical power in 2027 before moving to a 60-40 ratio in 2028. The changes follow concerns from drivers and teams over energy management under the 2026 regulations, particularly during qualifying sessions. The FIA said the adjustments are designed to allow drivers to push harder in qualifying while maintaining the competitive racing scene this season. To achieve the new balance, the power output of the V6 engine will increase from 400 kilowatts to 420 kilowatts in 2027 and 450 kilowatts in 2028, while electrical power from the MGUK system will be reduced from 350 kilowatts to 300 kilowatts from next season. The agreements, reached after consultations involving the FIA, Formula One, teams and engine manufacturers, will be submitted to the World Motorsport Council for final approval on June 23. Four-time world champion Max Verstappen, a vocal critic of the current regulations, welcomed the move, describing it as a positive step that would improve the sport and enhance driver enjoyment. And that is it on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sherifat Ibrahim. Thank you for staying with us.